Good morning and welcome to this segment of the program. Inuagata Nosahai is my name. Now, we have seen situations whereby CEOs and managers of businesses and organizations resume work on a particular day, and then they just see that one of their best hands, their best staff, has tendered his resignation letter. And this is something that has happened, at different occasions. Now, despite the fact that it's difficult to get jobs, people are also leaving jobs. What is responsible? And there are also some organizations, like there's a particular printing press I've been patronizing since 2010. Because they didn't pay us for advertisements, I'm not going to mention their name. I've been patronizing them since 2010, over 12 years now. And I noticed a particular staff. In short, there are two of them that I've been seeing since 2010. And this staff, they have been there since 2010. And this also happened in some other businesses and organizations, whereby you see some persons, they've been working in a particular system, in a particular place for donkeyed years. And you also see some other organizations, just like I mentioned in my intro, of somebody working for 5 years, 3 years, sometimes even 1 year. These are the best hands in organizations, and then they tendered their resignation letter, despite the fact that it is difficult to get jobs. And so this morning, we are going to be discussing on 7 ways to retain your best employees. Excuse me, 7 ways to retain your best employees. And the number one approach to retain your best employee as a CEO and as a manager is for you to develop an internal customer service culture. Develop an internal customer service culture. Now, internal customer service for you as a manager or a CEO is customer service to your employees. Then for you as the employee, internal customer service is customer service to those colleagues that depends on you to do your job in order for them to do their jobs. So, as a CEO, as a manager, the best way, to develop internal customer service culture is for you to follow the employee golden rule. Now, the question is, what is the employee golden rule? The employee golden rule states that do unto your employees as you want them to do unto your customers. Develop an internal customer service culture. Internal customer service for the CEO, for the manager, is customer service to the employees. And the way to make sure that that quickly happens is for you to follow the employee golden rule, which says that do unto your employees as you want them to do unto customers. In other words, treat your employees the way you want them to treat your customers. Doing this will make them want to continue to work with you, because you will end up treating them with respect, the same respect you want them to treat customers with. You end up treating them as human beings, not just as resources, human resources, or capital, human capital. You treat them as people, as human beings with emotion, with self-esteem, with people that are people that are fathers, mothers, husbands and wives. You treat them as people. Do unto your employees as you want them to do unto customers is the best way to develop an internal customer service culture that will help you to retain your best hands. Then number 2, it's very important that you promote team culture by modeling teamwork. Promote team culture by modeling teamwork. The best way to see teamwork in the workplace is for you to give it. This is so important. You model what you want the people to manifest. You exhibit what you want the people to also exhibit. It's so important. The best way, to see teamwork in the workplace is for you to give it. Model it before they be an example of a team player. There should be no gap between your preaching of teamwork and what you exhibit, the attitude you dispense as a CEO, as a manager. Because best employees thrive best, in a place, in a work environment where team culture, is prevalent. It's so important. Very, very important. Promote team culture by modeling teamwork. This is one way you can use to make sure that you retain your best hands in addition to you developing an internal customer service culture. Then number 3, place people where their strengths are. This is so important. You know, there are some persons based on their personality type, based on their dispositions, they should not just be in some, places in the workplace. There are some persons that have nothing to do with the front desk. They have nothing to do with the customer service role, probably because of their spontaneous tendencies. Some persons will work best when they are off the scene, when they work from behind the scene. Because when such persons start interfacing with customers, their natural nature, may not be the one that customers will want to see. So it's very important for you to know that people will work best when they are placed in their area of strength. And when people are placed in their area of strength, you see them, having that psychological balance and emotion, to want to continue to work with you, and then these best hands are retained. Then number 4, handle conflict with the lens of justice. Handle conflict with the lens of justice. Make sure that you don't become a victim of biased conflict resolution. Do not resolve a conflict against the offended. Do not resolve a conflict in favor of the offender, no matter your affinity and relationship or connection with the offender. Ensure that you resolve conflict with the lens of justice. Handle conflict with the lens of justice. Avoid biased conflict resolution. This is so important because when you are managing conflict or resolving conflict amongst team members or amongst employees, and then you are now resolving that conflict against the offended and resolving it in favor of the offender, you are brewing trouble. And some employees may just get tired of it and they may not want to work with you anymore. It's so important. Then number 5, encourage openness on job challenges. Encourage openness on job challenges. People should not be ashamed to share their pressures on the job. People should not be ashamed. People that are working with you should not be ashamed to tell their colleagues, this is what I'm going through. Department A should not find it an issue to discuss with the Department B on the challenges they are going through. It's so important because if they don't open up, if they don't, talk it out, if they don't, discuss it, how would the other person knows on the way to help out? This is so important. And it is said that a problem shared is a problem that is half solved. So you need to encourage this openness, on challenges, especially as it has to do with assigned tasks and assigned responsibility. Then the 6th one, inject excitement and enthusiasm with extra benefit or rewards for achieving a particular target or helping the company to solve a major problem. This is the job you have assigned me to do, but you can make it more exciting, more, interesting, and make it more passionate for me. If you tell me that if I'm able to achieve this feat or achieve this goal, this is the extra percentage I will gain. Or if I help the system solve this major problem, probably, for example, let's say it's a financial institution, a bank, there's somebody that has been owing the bank, the financial institution for a very long time, and you give us this, challenge that anybody that is able to help recover this debt, this is the percentage a person will stand to benefit from recovering this debt. And you are going to see people with passion and excitement going after the debtor. And at the end of the day, that excitement and, passion that you have brought into the system will want to make people to continue to work with you. Then, as a way of conclusion this morning, number 7, develop a regular training culture. Learn to build capacity. Capacity is the ability to perform. Capacity building is strengthening and enhancing this ability to perform. And it is something that you must take serious in your business, take serious in your organization. If you don't train them, you can't blame them. I believe that profound value has been added to you today, and I know that you want to reach me. And these are my phone numbers right there on the screen. The first one is 080 66 86 5060. Let me call you with the country code +234 08066865060. The second line is there as well. Is 080-529-29120. With the country code is +234-80-529-29120. So call me, let's sit down, let's discuss and let's see, how I can sit with you and make sure that I'm able to take you from point B through C to point Z, and then you have an amazing story to tell at the end of the day. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will say, remain the amiable, Inuagata no Sahai. God bless you.